Well, it's official. After 5 years of working remotely from my home, I, Kat, a 38-year-old copywriter in New York City, will be returning to the office 5 days a week.
Wait, how many days?
I said 5 days a week, Kat. 5 days a week. But that's okay, really. We just need to brush up on the basics. Like, if you want the good tea, you have to stand near the water cooler, provided that's still a thing that exists.
So what do you guys hear? What's the scuttlebutt?
Let's see what else. Oh yes, no crying in the bathroom. Just straighten up your neckerchief and get back out there. And lastly, don't ride a lawnmower inside. I mean, I wouldn't dream of it, but you really never know. Anyway, moving on. I got my morning coffee routine down to an exact science.
2 minutes and 21 seconds.
I set Mochi up with an automatic feeder that took some getting used to.
Look at it. You can do it. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah.
I even laid out my outfit the night before, just like I did in high school.
It is supposed to be a heat wave all this week for my first week. Actually, it works out because now I can have the free office air conditioning, which reminds me I should bring a cardigan. Offices in the summer can get so cold.
I set my alarm for an early yet not unreasonable hour and went straight to bed, fully prepared for the day ahead. Or at least I hoped.
I woke up maybe an hour before my alarm. I think out of sheer anticipation, which is silly. It's like going to be a very easy day. So I just kind of, doing my makeup, I just kind of sat on the couch with my coffee and closed my eyes for a bit. I remember in high school there was this guy in my first class of the day who would call me crying girl because my eyes were like really tired from being in class. I think high school started at 7:50 in the morning. I remember, like, butts in seats, bell ringing, 7:50 a.m., which is crazy. That just seems so early, and I can't hide it. Like, my eyes just show everything. So, where are you going, Mochi? So I don't want to be crying girl anymore. I wasn't crying. I was just tired. But then I learned that's what makeup's for.
I actually really enjoy getting ready in the morning. It's something I kept doing even when I worked from home, which sometimes felt a little silly, but it just made me feel more like myself. I would say I'm a true creature of habit, and I love my little routines, just as much as I love my shredded wheat, apparently.
Fiber. I'm gonna miss you. So I thought I'd give a little context as to why I'm returning to the office now. I started this job over the pandemic, and I've been working through a creative staffing agency this whole time. I got the opportunity to be hired on full time for the company I work for, which is really exciting, honestly. And it comes with a lot of benefits like better health care, 401k matching, more flexible PTO, which is really nice. And it overall shows that they, value me being a member of the team. And, part of the deal was that they want their full-time employees to be in office full-time. So I definitely knew what I was getting myself into and had agency in the decision. And yeah, I'll admit, like, the 5 days a week thing was a lot to process at first. It's a big change. But, I was thinking that I live alone. I don't have that crazy of a commute. I think it's going to be about like 45 minutes. And I have been feeling really isolated these past couple years. As nice as it is to just not have to do the rat race and get on the train every morning, I noticed that I just missed working alongside people sometimes, or having a place to go that's not my apartment. I say this now. Let's check in while I'm on the subway platform sweating. Okay, yeah, we gotta go.
Bye, Mochi. Bye, sweetie. And then I was off, back to the office, with all the other busy worker bees. Let's see. Some rules for my commute. Will not listen to the usual true crime podcast with people being chopped up or something horrific. We'll listen to classical music to expand the mind and encourage creativity. Will not shove my way out of the train car or curse tourists under my breath. Will move gracefully and swiftly to my next destination, not getting distracted by any of my surroundings. Where were we? Oh yes, we'll cross the street safely at all times. No close calls with any e-bikes, please. And will not be tempted to buy any $8 almond milk lattes on my route. Instead, we'll appreciate architectural marvels and the vibrant, chaotic, fast-paced hustle of this bustling metropolis.
So we're here. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little nervous. The last time I stepped into an office building was like March 15th, 2020. So it's been a minute, but we just gotta go for it. All right, I'll check in with you soon. So I won't be filming in the office for obvious reasons, but I did license some stock photography to illustrate my day. So here we go. First, I walked into the reception area and checked in at the front desk. And the nice people working there got me set up with a badge so I could get into the building. I then rode up in a very Severance-style elevator, which must just be a regular elevator because I didn't become my innie or anything. When I got out, I wandered around aimlessly for a bit because it's a big place and I didn't know where to go. But you wouldn't know it to look at me because I hit it very well and I walked confidently and my hair looked that good too. Finally, I saw some people I actually knew and they were like, "Hey, come sit over here with us." So I did. And then I got out my laptop and pretty much went straight to work because that is why I was there in the first place. Lunch, if you're curious, was an overpriced stir-fry bowl from a place I just kind of wandered into. Won't be happening again. I even tried to spy on Mochi through the cat cam, but sadly I didn't see her. After lunch, I strode back into the office, confident as ever, hair still perfect. And you guessed it, I got back to work. And I worked, and I worked, and I worked some more. And then I kind of hit a wall. I mean, not quite that literally, but you know when you're just exhausted and over it. But luckily by then it was pretty much quitting time, so I finished up a few tasks, logged out, and headed home.
Ladies and gentlemen, your safety is important to us. Please stand away from platform entrances.
So they found her body dismembered, and get this, just the feet were missing.
Oh my god, stop.
I know, and she was such a pillar of her community too. Everyone loved her.
Such a shame.
Okay, true crime girlies, we'll be back after these ads.
There's gonna be good times, baby. Just wait and see. Music and parties and laughter, like it used to be. 'Cause I'm coming back to make us a life of our own. When I get home,
We made it.
when I get home.
Okay, it is Friday, the end of my first official in-office week, and I think it went pretty well. Definitely not as scary or as big of a deal as I was anticipating, but I do need my body to accept that because I've been waking up at 5:15 every morning, just wide awake, mind buzzing, and I don't need to be. I would like to get more sleep and be less tired, but I think that will happen in time. Overall, I would say working in the office, this office in particular, reminds me of working in a coffee shop just because I don't know most of the people there. Everyone I work directly with is in a different office in a different time zone even. And most of copywriting is very solitary. Like I'm working by myself most of the time. Every once in a while there'll be like a couple team brainstorms, stuff like that. So it just felt like a coffee shop where there are outlets and seats and people working quietly. At least in the office, I could go use the restroom and not have to ask a stranger to watch my laptop, so that's cool. I think it'll definitely take some time for me to find my groove there and feel comfortable and make some connections, but I'm hopeful. There was talk of a little post-work happy hour being planned, so that sounds promising. But it is Friday night. Jeff is on his way because we're gonna make pasta, we're gonna have spritzes, and we're gonna watch The Sopranos. It's a rewatch for him, and this is my first time watching it. We're on the last season, so it's getting interesting. But yeah, fun Friday night stuff because that's what we all work so hard for.
Jeff is here.
Oh, hi. Happy Friday. Are you tired? I'm really tired.
I'm so tired. Your rose-colored glasses.
I knew it was gonna get said.
I'm gonna make up for all the time I've been gone.
Cheers.
Baby,
Cheers, darling.
if you love me,